Alright, hey monsters, this is Christine, First Lady of Morlock, also a member of the Morlock Maidens, and this is the very first interview we have for the Morlock Maidens channel, and we have eviLiz here, who is a goth industrial DJ here in the scene, and this is going to be the first series of which we hope that you will watch. Okay, so we are also going to do this exciting thing called the Morlock Maiden Challenge, and eviLiz has accepted, so that means we both have to do it, and we're not going to know what it is. Well, I already know what it is because I set it up. But she's not going to know what it is until the end of the interview, and it's going to be very exciting and funny because she doesn't know what she's up for. So, the first question I have for you today is, so how did you get started in the goth industrial scene in New England? Because you're not originally from here.
No, I'm not. I am a cheesehead, born and bred, very proud. So yeah, I'm originally from Wisconsin, don't you know? And then I lived in Minneapolis for 6 years, and I moved out here in about 2002. And when I first moved out here, I definitely went to Man Ray. I was a Man Ray kid. And
Man Ray.
Oh, Man Ray, yes. Yeah, let's have a moment of silence, shall we? After it shut down, the scene, became so fractured that I just kind of became disinterested in the club scene for the most part. I've always been involved in the music scene in some way, shape, or form. I have a degree in music production and recording engineering, so for years I actually ran my own recording studio and did things like that. And then when I was a radio DJ for a while too, and then when I wanted to go back to being a club DJ, I started hanging out in Boston, hanging out in Providence, and I just really liked the people that I ran into in Providence, so that's why I decided to try to work down here and see what I could do to help out the scene.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Speaking of Man Ray, did you go to the reunion that was just in Boston?
I didn't.
Oh no.
I missed that one, and I've gone every single year. I know it's blasphemous, but yeah, I had to go to another friend's night. We got to support each other as artists, otherwise,
We do, which is another reason why I wanted to start this YouTube channel and interview DJs.
Which is fabulous, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And I'm glad actually you're the first person we're interviewing, because actually we don't really have a lot of goth industrial DJs, unless if you want to count Joey Electric, shameless plug right there, which he kind of does spin goth industrial a little bit. I don't know if you've ever.
I haven't had the pleasure of experiencing him yet.
But yeah, he kind of spins a little goth industrial a little bit, but other than that, Morlock Music is mainly known for hardstyle because of DJ Venom, another shameless plug right there. But yeah, so what drew you to the goth industrial scene? Because there's so many different scenes, like there's the rave scene, and there's, the drum and bass kids, and the hardstyle kids, and, what drew you to that specific scene?
Well, it's funny because I think I've had exposure in pretty much all of them. I think it was pretty much similar tale to what most kids have. Is I started listening to it in high school and being drawn to it, and I think it's like any genre of music that there's that one song that catches you at that one point in time in your life.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and it just, everything clicks, and you think to yourself, wow, there are people out there that think like me, that feel like me, and they're expressing that through art, and I don't feel quite so alone in my thoughts and what I think about society. And so when I had that moment, which I actually remember the song was KMFDM's Beast, of all songs. But when I had that moment, everything clicked to me, and it felt like I found my tribe, I found my people.
You found your home.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically, you just read my mind, basically. That is awesome. Okay, so, silly question. Has there been a really strange thing that you did at a gig?
At one of my own gigs, not so much. I do have a tendency to remain relatively sober at my gigs because
you have to be.
You have to be. Your eye, if you get a little too drunk and your eyes start crossing and you can't tell what button is what or what's going on. I have accidentally stopped music before just because I was a little too inebriated. So, not at my gigs so much, but I've definitely had some strange experiences at other people's gigs. I've definitely spent time with a number of different artists in the scene, and one example is I drank tea with Peter Steele and Typo Negative on their tour bus.
Wow.
Which was a very surreal experience because, you know, it was during one of Peter's sober times. As a lot of people know, he had, you know, some problems with addiction and alcohol and things like that. And they invited us on the tour bus and offered us hot tea. And here's 6 foot plus Peter Steele, seriously, with this little like white teacup with the flowers around it and the gold trim, saucer and everything. Swear to God, pinky up, just doing this. It was the most surreal experience that I've had in my life. I surfed on top of a tour bus with 13 milligrams going through downtown. That was fun.
You surfed?
Yeah, like we climbed on top of the tour bus and
that's
like
awesome.
surfed on top of the tour bus as it was driving around downtown. So I've had some kind of crazy experiences
Surreal
like
moments.
that. Yeah, there was a concert actually where and I've hung out with Marilyn Manson before too, but where Marilyn actually pulled me up on the stage.
Really?
And sang a song to me. He sang "Reflecting God" to me, which was my favorite song.
That's
so
awesome.
I was really excited about
Don't
that.
you hate moments when you feel like they're so unbelievable where people just don't believe you?
Oh,
You're like, I
God,
swear
yes.
it happened.
Oh, God,
I swear to
yes. You know, God, there's been a lot of people who've looked at me and been like, that didn't happen to you. And it's, you know, I've said it to people all the time. There's a song to be very geeky in my scene here. There's a song from a band, C-Tech, which was a side project of some of the guys from Front 242. And they have a song called Fetal, and it starts off with, I've led a million lives as a saint, as a monster. And that's like how I define my life.
I like that line.
Yeah.
I like to steal that.
But seriously, you know, when you have that kind of life where if you wrote an autobiography, nobody would believe you.
Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes about my life,
Yeah.
basically.
They would have to be biographies to protect the innocent, basically.
Yeah. Okay, what is your major goal as a DJ?
My major goal as a DJ, I think, is to get more people into the scene. I think that's should be the goal of pretty much any DJ. I don't DJ for other DJs. I'm not spinning to try to impress anybody else that's in my scene. I'm spinning to impress upon the patrons and the people who come into the club. And so if you pay attention to some of my set lists, which I very proactively post, you'll see that I play a lot of artists that are outside of the genre.
Right.
But it's songs that still have all those flavors of goth and industrial. It just happens to be an artist that's outside of the genre. So,
Right.
for example, I frequently play Alanis Morissette's Versions of Violence, which
That's
is
so great.
it's a great song, and it's very dark, and it has all those flavors. It just happens to be done by Alanis Morissette. Now,
right. Mhm.
now, you know, people who are deeply entrenched in the scene might turn their nose to that and say, you know, oh, well, she's playing Alanis Morissette. But people who are outside of the scene, you know, will hear that and go, hey, I know that's Alanis Morissette, and oh, if that's kind of the flavor of the music that this style is about, maybe I'll be interested in coming back and hearing more. So it's a twofold. It's to remind people that goth and industrial isn't about the clothes that you wear and, you know, the makeup that you put on and, you know, what label an artist is on. It's being goth is something that's been entrenched in human civilization for hundreds of years. It's in art, it's in literature, it's in architecture, it's everywhere. It's ideas, it's principles. So, you know, if somebody has a song that's in that realm, that's outside of the goth industrial world, I'm gonna play it. A good song is a good song. So
This is actually really funny because I'm so glad you're actually the first interview person because I'm sure as anybody knows, I feel like I'm the only really goth person in the Morlock Maidens, and I am very goth in the Morlock record label too. And not many people know this, but I am the only female non-DJ a part of Morlock music. And I swear to God, we did not set this up. She was just the first person who, you know, volunteered to be the interview person. But it's actually kind of really special, I feel like, because we're both goth and we're both, you know. And we didn't even plan our outfits. We're both wearing plaid, and this was completely unexpected.
great minds think alike.
And she almost wore her hair in pigtails.
Yes, because for some reason lately I've been dubbed Baby Spice or Baby Bat Spice because I frequently wear pigtails. So I almost wore them today, thank goodness.
That's so funny.
I didn't, otherwise we totally would have been twins.
But continuing on what you were saying earlier about your goal as a DJ to bring people in, you were saying earlier about how the scene is kind of broken up a little bit, and I do kind of have to agree with you on that. The scene has kind of broken, but I do want to toot your horn a little bit because my friends John and Shaw, shout out, they saw you spin at Kink, which is your weekly, and they said that you did a phenomenal job. Like, you were just like blown away.
I appreciate that a lot. You know, some DJs will give me crap. I am a laptop DJ. You know, I know that has horrible connotations. However, I started DJing when I was 19. I learned on vinyl. I've spent my time on vinyl. I've spent my time on CDs. I don't want to carry all that crap around.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know, I don't want extra stuff stolen. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
So, but when I am DJing, I do everything manually. The sync button is not even engaged on my controller. I cannot tap to get the beat. I do literally everything manual by hand, so I really appreciate it.
But at least you could be one of those DJs, because these DJs love to do it. They'll be like, oh, kids nowadays don't know what it's like to carry all this stuff with them, and at least you can be that person. You walk 19 miles in the snow too to your gig.
Yeah, carrying the milk crates of vinyl with me, and no, thank you. No.
But anyway, what we just said, that you were spinning at Kink, which is a weekly that you do
every Wednesday. Dark Lady.
Every Wednesday night, right?
You got it.
And then you also have a monthly at Firehouse 13.
I do.
Correct?
Yep, that's Unseen. And right now we're on the third Thursday of every month, and we've been doing that since December. Actually, we started in a different venue and then moved over to Firehouse 13. But we do a monthly dance night, and then we also bring in concerts on top of it too. So
yeah, actually Firehouse 13 is like one of my favorite venues. I love that place.
Yeah, huge shout out to Firehouse 13.
Yeah,
seriously,
huge shout out.
they're
Psycho,
amazing.
Firehouse 13.
Winsong, we love you.
Oh, I love Winsong. She's so nice. Okay, last question, and then it's on to the Morlock Maiden challenge. I'm actually kind of worried about this because I have to do it, and I'm not looking forward to it. But what is the accomplishment you're most proud of as a DJ?
Well, I think, you know, I'm not just a DJ. I've spent my time in theater. I'm a sound designer, or, you know, actor, director. That's a really good question. I think it would be easy to say, oh, it was this one point in time, you know, where I did this one thing. But I think my greatest accomplishment in general is, for some reason, I've been blessed with having numerous people tell me that I've inspired them, and that for some reason what I do makes them want to follow their dreams. And I don't really know how that is, because frankly I just do me. And I'm just like, hey, this is just me, woo. I flail about wildly and hope something sticks. But yeah, for some reason I've been blessed to hear that, and I know that that's not something that not every human being is going to hear in their life, that they inspired somebody. So frankly, if I died tomorrow, I'd be okay with that, because if something I did matter to somebody in this world, then that's what I'm here for. So
That's a good way to live, like, your life. Okay, are you ready for the Morlock Maiden challenge? Okay, so
what are we doing?
let me see if I can do this without
Okay.
spilling everything on here.
Oh shit.
So,
I really like this. This is pretty.
isn't it really pretty?
Oh my lord.
Yes. We have these cute little camera shot glasses, and they're all numbered.
Oh my god.
We have to randomly pick out of the hats, and we have to do a shot of it.
Oh god.
There is hot sauce in here, there's relish, there's ketchup. Yeah, so,
Oh my lord, what are you doing to me?
I know, I'm doing it to myself too.
And this is the part of the scene in which we maybe should discuss fetish.
Yeah.
To some people, this is a huge turn on.
You know what's funny is I always got the goth industrial scene and the fetish scene kind of confused as one being, because it's sometimes mixed in together.
They usually are intertwined for the most part. I mean, let's face it, people who live in an alternative lifestyle like alternative music for the most part.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of weird to go to a fetish night and hear pop music. it doesn't work in my brain. It's like, you know, one of these things is not like the others.
Just to show that I'm good for it, I'll pick first.
Oh my god. You're gonna go first? Oh my god.
4. What's 4? Oh god.
What is 4?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Oh,
I can
you
do
get the
ketchup.
sugary one.
I can do ketchup.
Oh, okay. All right. Are we shooting at the same time? Should I draw now?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
should. I got ketchup.
Probably gonna
I'm
get
so
hot
sorry
sauce.
if you get hot sauce.
Oh no, hey.
I'm so happy.
I'm kind of like hoping I don't get mayo, to be honest. That's a lot of mayo. I got 5.
5?
That's 5. I got mayo! Well, you know, hey, I am German and Norwegian, and you know, I like bland
the hot
foods.
sauce, though. That's
Yes,
the
that,
thing.
well, you know, maybe it would be a good thing right now because it is allergy season, clear sinuses. Oh, good Lord. How full are you? Oh my gosh, how cute.
I know,
Look at
it's
the
a little
lens.
camera.
Aw, how appropriate.
Oh god, this is pretty big. How about like halfway?
Okay. I might need a spoon to get this.
Yeah, I didn't even think about this. How is this gonna work out?
I guess we
just kind of glue down.
Oh. I can't believe we're doing this. How much do you have?
Is that you? Oh, you're so strong. That looks questionable.
Well, what's the date? Let's check dates.
No, I was.
You're like, no, don't check
my
the
mind's in
date.
the gutter. My mind's in the gutter.
Oh, you're a bad girl. Well, okay, I've got white and you've got red, so what does that say? Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
bad.
Alright. You ready?
Or not.
Alright, on the count of 3, I guess.
Oh, God.
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
I can't get Do you have it?
Oh my god, it was off. Yep.
I didn't get it all.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Maybe.
Alright, well.
Now I need like pig to eat with that or something. Some form of pig.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that at our expense, because to keep track of the next interviews and to see the next Morlock Maiden challenges that I'm going to have to endure, go ahead and make sure to like Morlock Music and give eviLiz here, our first interviewer, her page, like eviLiz
On Facebook.
On Facebook, facebook.com/eviLiz.
Yeah, it's EVI_LIZ. eviLiz is evil does.
And a special, also actually go to the Kink page. They have their
Yes.
own. Oh, okay.
Yes, like the King page, like Morlock.
Yeah. That way you can also be up to track with all the events coming up, which is going to be a lot this summer because Morlock Music actually has a new Friday night at Victor Spoils. So, you know, if you Goth Industrialism, you think you could do that, but there's literally something almost every night. There's the weekly Wednesday night Kink.
Yep.
There's the monthly Thursdays, and then the new Morlock Music Friday night that you can like. And also, special thank you to Mike from Constatine Photos for letting us shoot here at his studio. Make sure to go like his page. And actually, some of the photos that you might have seen of the new Morlock Maidens, he's actually shot. So if you are an aspiring model and you want to book him, his rates are very reasonable. Yeah, so go ahead and like all those pages. That way you can keep up to track with everything that's going on in the New England scene.
Oh, and click subscribe right below.
To the new Morlock Music YouTube channel, exactly. All right, thank you.